you realize all the hell that you catch, how naked you were, how miserable you were, man. And you're gonna realize that this place gotta go, man. That's what you're gonna realize, man. You're gonna realize this place gotta go, and you're gonna feel overwhelming shame. And then guess what? It's only for a moment, because the Lord is gonna hold you blameless in the last days, man. If you keep and endure. That's what the scriptures say. If you endure to the end, he who endures, and you're gonna be delivered, and you're not gonna be confounded, man. And you're not gonna have to deal with receiving the things of the like the hypocrites, man. The hypocrite gonna be destroyed, man, without remedy, right? He's gonna be destroyed. He's gonna be cast out. His candle's gonna be put out. His light's gonna be put out, man. And this is the things we're trying to persuade you by, man. We're trying to persuade men of these things, man. Let me get 2nd Ezra chapter 4 and verse 22. Baba Kusha. Right?
The book of
and we gotta have faith in these last days, man. Hey, before you get that, can we get Wisdom of Solomon real quick? Wisdom of Solomon 16 and verse 6.
Book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 16 and verse 6. But they were troubled for a small season.
Start at 5.
Verse 5. For when the horrible fierceness of beasts came upon these, and they perished with the stings of crooked serpents.
Right, so the children of Israel was bit by crooked serpents. Go ahead.
Thy wrath endured not forever.
Their wrath of the Lord didn't endure forever. They was talking noise. They was getting kind of, wicked out there, right? And then they got bit by serpents. And the Lord brought snakes upon the camp, on the congregation, and they bit the people of Israel. And these same serpents are biting us. These same devils are biting us in these last days. Go ahead.
But they were troubled for a small season,
right?
That they might be admonished, having a sign of salvation.
Hey, so that you might be admonished, man. Right? And that's what the scripture's for in these last days, man.
It's like that word admonish means to reprove.
Yes. Yeah. Go ahead.
No, that's all
yeah. To reprove, man. Yeah. You gotta relearn these things, man. And that's a good thing to be reproved. That's a good thing to be chastised. Didn't Job say it? It was good. It was meat that I was been chastised, man. So I don't want to offend anymore, right? Right? So go ahead.
For that, it's like it. But they were troubled for a small season.
For a small season, go ahead.
That they might be admonished, having a sign of salvation.
Ooh.
To put them in remembrance of the commandment of thy law.
Right, a sign of salvation, man. That they be put to remembrance, what? Of the commandments of the Lord, man. So that small, we are a piece of that token, man. We are a piece of that seal, man. Right? To show you, we Israelites, man. Do you remember the words that they told me, man? I know I'm an Israelite. All them curses they brought out, that's me, right? And that's what we bringing out in these last days. So you afflicted out here. And the Lord has given you faith. To say the least, the Lord giving you faith, right? Substance of things hoped for. The evidence of things not seen, man. The Lord has given you this faith. We out here, damn, looking kind of, sometimes we kind of tacky. Sometimes we say, when we bringing things out. Sometimes we stutter, man. Sometimes, we get back in our car and we gotta still we gotta drive like everybody else, so on and so forth. And we might be weak right now, but the Lord gonna bring us much strength, man, in his reward, man. When he bring the reward, man. Keep going.
Verse 8. No, it's like verse 7. For he that turned himself toward it was not saved by this thing that he saw.
So the thing that they looked up on, when they got bit by the serpents, they looked up on the snake that was pierced through, right? They looked up on the snake, the snake, and the whole camp turned to it. Some brothers was like, oh man, what's going on? Hey, what do you got in his hand? They all sick and busted up, right. But they were commanded to turn and look up on the snake. Go ahead.
So like verse 7, for he that turned himself toward it was not saved by the thing that he saw, but by thee that art the Savior of all.
It wasn't saved by the serpent itself,
right?
But the Lord commanded it to be done, man. The Lord commanded it. He say, hey, go ahead. If Moses said, I ain't gonna do it, man, that's silly. That's folly. Man, let's go back to Egypt. I knew we should have listened to. Let me go back with, hey, man. He said, man, poke this snake, this little old snake, and you kind of got a stick, and you kind of, and hey, man, it probably looks so simple, brother. It probably looks so simple. Just, that's gonna save us. Hey, but when they were all hurt, hey, when you start being beat down and destroyed, hey, you're gonna consider.
You can take anything.
Yeah, that's right. And you're gonna look up on that thing and you go, oh man. Right. Same type of thing with the brothers in these last days. Man gonna be more precious than gold, man.
Right.
Right? A man is gonna be more precious than gold, right? So keep going. So they looked up on it, and who saved them? Who delivered them? Right. The Lord, man.
Verse 8. And in this thou madest thy enemies confess that it is thou who delivers from all evil.
Oh man, the Most High God delivers from all evil. Keep going.
Verse 9.
Oh, did you get number 8?
Yeah, that was 8. Thou madest thy enemies confess that thou delivers from all evil.
Okay, keep going.
Verse 9. For them the bitings of grasshoppers and flies killed, neither was there found any remedy for their life, for they were worthy to be punished by such. But thy sons, not the very teeth of venomous dragons overcame, for thy mercy was ever by them and healed them.
All right. Hey, go ahead. You explain on that. Explain on that.
Like I'm reading verse 9. For them the bitings of grasshoppers and flies killed, neither was there found any remedy for their life, for they was worthy to be punished by such. So sometimes, and look, man, when the Lord jacks certain brothers up, and look, man, sometimes, and look, the Lord deserves it, man. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you don't know how long suffering the Lord is with a brother, man. Right? Even though we want the Lord to be merciful to us, and look, man, sometimes the mercy of the Lord run out, and guess what? The Lord got to take you out of that thing, man.
Okay.
Like,
yeah.
10. But the sons, it's like, but thy sons, not of the teeth of the venomous dragons overcame, for thy mercy was ever by them and healed them.
That's right, man. The venom that comes from these devils out here, man. Huh. And what is the venom that comes from these devils? When they created, it's so simple. The word of the Lord is so simple, man. You know what? They create confusion. Damn. Oh man, they said that it's this part of it, this strand and that strand. Oh wow. Oh, this is just so crazy. So how you keep from? First of all, let's go back to this. Who created it? Damn. These damn devils created it, man. They the serpents, man. They the ones who created this thing. It just popped out of nowhere.
That's like Scoot
huh?
That's like Scoot
Yeah. So it's like they the ones that created it, man. They the ones who created this thing. So, keep going.
It's like a verse 11. For they were pricked that they should remember thy words, and were quickly saved, that not falling into deep forgetfulness, they might be continually mindful of thy goodness.
That's right, man. That we might continually be mindful of thy goodness because of everything that we suffer, because of everything that we go through, because of everything that is down afflicting us on a daily basis, man. Right? Because of these things, you know, we are kept in remembrance. Hey, sister, you got a chance to hear the word of the Lord?
Huh?
You got a chance to hear the word of the Lord?
I had a word.
All right, sister. Well, you're an Israelite. Keep the commandments, right? So the Lord bring these things on us that we might have remembrance of his word, man. Have remembrance of his laws, man. You're going to realize that when you start eating all this pork, you're like, man, I don't know why I keep ending up in the hospital. Then you run into the brothers and we give you the word and you receive it, man. He say, so that's why I keep getting sick? Because guess what? The scripture tell you in Psalms 119 and 118, the Lord's going to reveal wondrous things out of his law. They created so much confusion concerning cancer, diabetes, high blood pressure, all these other manner of things. Guess what? It's a lot of it got to do with temperance and the things that you're eating, right? And also, what? Eating unlawful foods. The Lord told you first that it defiles your temple, man. You literally killing yourself, and you bring it upon your own self, this buffeting that's by your own flesh, man. You're supposed to be buffeted for righteousness' sake, not for doing sin. So now when you hear the words of the brethren, guess what? The words of men of understanding, to say the least, guess what? You are we're hearing wondrous things that these devils, man, they look into, and they created businesses off of going outside of the law. They made things so complicated, man. And now you're down pressed down in this this carnal vessel more and more and more, man. Right? Go ahead. I think it's 11 or 12.
Yeah, I was at 12.
All right, come on.
For it was neither herb nor mortifying plaster.
Nah, it was salads.
It was neither herb nor mortifying plaster.
Nah, it's sea moss.
It was neither herb nor mortifying plaster.
Black seed oil.
For it was neither herb nor mortifying plaster.
Okay.
That restored them to health, but thy word, O Yahweh.
No, it wasn't no word, man. Hey, see, y'all out here, y'all just reading the Bible. What y'all doing for y'all people? It was the word. Go ahead.
It's like it was thy word which healeth all things.
It was the word which healeth all things, man. So, hey, and that's Yahweh Shah, man. Yahweh Shah is the word. We get that. What's that? Wisdom of Solomon 18 and 17. I gotta do something. All right, come on.
Book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 18, verse 17. You talking about the Almighty Word? Verse 15.
Verse 15.
I started verse 14. For while all things were in quiet silence.
Brother, you got a chance to hear the word of the Lord?
What's up?
You got a chance to hear the word?
I'm headed to work.
Okay, brother, shalom. You an Israelite, keep the commandments.
Yeah, I already know.
All praises, man.
Verse 14. For while all things were in quiet silence, and that night was in the midst of her swift course, the Almighty Word leaped down from heaven out of that royal throne as a fierce man of war into the midst of a land of destruction.
And this is the land of destruction, man. And that's Yahweh Shah that's going to leap down, right? And he's going to destroy all these evil things, all these devices, all these wicked things that destroy us day in and day out, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead with you.
It's the book of Sirach, chapter 6, and verse, I thought it was 12. I found it. The book of Sirach, chapter 6, verse 16. A faithful friend is the medicine of life, and they that fear the Lord shall find them. I know when Yahweh was talking to his disciples, it was like, I no more call you servants because the servant have no need of what their master, but I call you friends. Right, so Yahweh, look, he said friend, let me read that again. 16, 40, Sirach, chapter 6 and verse 16. So like in 6 and 16, a faithful friend is the medicine of life. So how the brother was saying, the word of Yahweh Shai. And look, man, Yahweh Shai, he's our medicine as well, man. It's coming back to the life. It's because Yahweh Shai died for us. Now through his teachings. And guess what, man? Now we're healed of all of infirmities, man.
That's right. All praises to the Most High, man. And there's many let me get Romans 8, 18, I think.
The book of 8 and 18?
Yeah, Romans 8 and 18.
For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time.
Yeah.
Romans 8 and 18. For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which we shall receive, by the glory which shall be revealed in us. For the earnest expectation of the creature, whether for the manifestation of the sons of Yahweh.
That's right, man. Hey, the things that we're gonna receive in the kingdom, man. Hey, it's not touching all the things that we experience here in Babylon, man. That's why they're gonna say, how is he? We had this man in derision. This man was so low, so he was nothing. Right? How was he numbered among the saints, man? How can this be? And that's why they ain't gonna open their mouth like the brother said, man. They like, man, I can't even. What in the world is this, man? The Lord always used the weak things to confound the wise, man. Let me get Wisdom of Solomon 14 and 2. The Lord always used weak things to confound the wise. He always used weakness, man. Look, a stick and a snake, man, and he kind of held that up. People look at that, that'd be like, man, that's some voodoo, hocus pocus, folly, man. If you got some of these damn devils today to look at, able to be a fly on the wall, right?
David defeated the champion of Philistines with just a rock and a stone.
Come on, man. Come on, and he was weak. Hey, Job, he was down bad, man, and his end was better than his beginning. That's why I say end of a thing is better than the beginning. That's Ecclesiastes. Let me get that real quick. Oh, praises, man. Right? Book of Ecclesiastes 7 and 8. And it says, better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof, and the patient in spirit is better than the proud in spirit. And that's all it is.
You said Solomon 14?
Yeah, 14 and 2.
Wisdom of Solomon chapter 14 and verse 2. For verily desires of gain devise that, and the workman built by his skill. But the providence of Father governing it, for thou hast made a way in the sea, and a safe path in the waves. Showing that thou canst save from all danger, yet though a man went to sea without art. Nevertheless, thou wouldest not that the works of thy wisdom should be idle, and therefore do men commit their lives to a small piece of wood, and pass the rough sea in a weak vessel are saved.
Hey, in a weak vessel, man. Or say the sea is mighty, man. This sea is terrible, man. It will destroy a little. Hey, these ships today are made with a lot of metal. Right. A lot of, I'm talking about big ships. They made with metal. And look at what the brother was bringing out about Noah, man. Hey, and it wasn't even water. Well, he didn't even need it, man. And I'm led to believe that, hey, Noah was kind of building the ark like right here. Right. In a dry land. No water around nowhere, man. Right. I'm led to believe it looks so foolish. And guess what? The foolishness of Yahweh is greater than men, man. Right. Than the wisdom of men, man. Because the wisdom of men is wickedness and vanity, man. And it comes to nothing, man. It comes to all those major ships that they use.